Hello people and welcome to Elite Dangerous. Yep, I'm back with Elite Dangerous and this is my ship now. Ta-ta-ta-ta-tan. Cool, isn't it? Okay, so I bought the expansion. I mean the Elite Dangerous Horizons, which means that I can now land on planets, and I can also do something with engineers, but I don't quite understand this. So I am playing with my HOTAS. I don't quite remember how this works, because I have been using quite a lot of the Xbox controller, because I found this quite more easy to plug and to play, rather than to try and plug all these HOTAS, but I will try to play with the HOTAS because it's the way that this game has to be played. So I am now just going to try to remember. Okay, I have to deliver some things, some information to a planet, because I've been doing a series of missions to rank up. As you can see, now I am midshipsman, which is quite great, but I want to go even higher because I want to be in Sol, in the Sol system. I want to be able to go there, and I found a very interesting guide on the Steam guides that explains that this may be the best place. It's quite hard to control this with the HOTAS, but okay. Maybe can I get a bit higher, please? How do I go up? Have to take a look at that. I am using, if you are hearing that, a paper that tells me all the controls of this setup that I'm using. Galaxy up, up and down. Okay, that's the thing. As you can see, there are two systems in here. This one that is called 285 sector blah 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 C88, and the other one that's called New Xing. Those are the two ones that I found that are the best ones to rank up faster in the Federation. And I found this thanks to a guide on Steam Guides. On the Steam Guides webpage that's called How to Rank Up in 2.3, Elite Dangerous 2.3, Federation, blah blah blah. And it's very easy. I simply have to take some contracts from New Xing and go to Col, where there is only one planet with a station, and I have to deliver messages. There is no cargo involved, so there is no problem. You have to only go there, do the missions, and return. Boop, 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 and the same from the planet to the station to the planet. And you will see it's very, very interesting. And I found that because I want to rank up fast, and this is maybe the fastest way to do that. So, without further ado, we have to go to RØDE installation, which is here. But more precisely, whoop, here, if we approach, RØDE installation, then here. So, time for us to go there now. I couldn't do that mission yesterday because, whoa, now I remember, I had a problem with the servers. It disconnected. The game disconnected. As simple as that. So I had to stop playing, and I decided today to see if this could work. And if I recall correctly, hyperspace, super cruise, sun, super croissant. Okay. I have to keep looking at the controls because it can be quite hard. I will start the landing process all over because I am a bit too near the planet. And so yeah, this is it. I may have to increase the field of view because I usually play this game on Windows while doing other things. I'm a busy man. I have to do other things while playing games. And I am recording at 1440p, which means that I don't know how this will look in the end, because the planets are quite demanding in terms of performance, and it may lag. If it lags, I will have to reduce the resolution and record at 1080p as always. Okay, I think we are out of the planet's orbit. We can now start the descent again. I am using sweet effects, deep space filling black edition. I usually use these and the Interstellar. I think they are quite good. It's now time to land. One thing that I don't quite like of this preset is that it makes this a bit too bright. Fuck! I am stupid! I was trying to fix my hat. Oh, crap. Okay. I was trying to do this. Look at that, because it's too bright. This is the way you have to do to fix this. I am stupid, and I am more stupid than ever. Okay. Let's do that again. I am sorry. So guys, I'm using the Diamondback Explorer, which is a pretty decent ship because it has an awful lot of cargo space and an awful lot of jump range, and it's not bad at combat either. It's a multi-purpose ship, they call it. And I am quite rich right now, you'll see. I have right now 5 million! Ha! Okay. I mean, I'm not used to playing with the hotas, I have to say. Okay, we're approaching, and we don't want to go completely vertical because it can be quite a pain in the ass than to align. So I will just approach easily. Okay. Are they telling me that it's in the other direction? What the heck is happening? Because, as you can see, the symbol is not full. It has, like, dotted lines, and that's the problem. It must be a bit further away from place, so I will go with more upwards, and there we go. Here it is. And propulsion is quite hard to manage landing, but yeah, it's cool. It's interesting, this new functionality and all of that. I really love the sound effects of this game. They are very, very good, and the music is great. It's good. If you really want to play a space sim right now, this is the one. Star Citizen is very, very, very slow in development, and it will take a lot of time to polish that game. I am not that into it right now. The only thing I remember that I heard 1 year ago that at the end of last year, in December 2016, we would be able to play the first missions of the single player mode. But I think that didn't happen. I think they haven't released them yet. It's odd. I mean, I bought the game. I bought it 2 or 3 years ago, but I don't remember. I play it once each, every 2-3 months, something like that. Okay, we have left Super Cruise mode, and now it's time to do some gliding. listen to the sound effects. They are fantastic. Okay, it has been completed. Okay, we will now wait. I have to. Okay, 7.5, and that's when I can contact them. I will ask them. Can I please go there, please? Can I? Oh, okay. Can I dock in your station, please? Docking request. Okay, now it worked. As you can see, frame rate is tankling. It's going at 3040. This is because I am recording at 1440p, and I said it's demanding. It doesn't look like that, but it is. Okay. Whoa, the sound effects. I really love the sound effects of this game. They are so good. Not completely realistic, because in space there is not much sound, but it's good. It's very well done. Okay, time to land. Easy. Okay, we did it. And what's pretty cool is that they have added a new thing. That, for example, when you go to a station and they tell you you have to land in platform number 3, like for example that was the case, you can sometimes hear a man or woman saying, please go to the platform number 3 or number 21. It's pretty cool. More immersion to the game. Okay, starboard services. Welcome to LevDev installation. We can now mission board. Do what is important to do. Tachan, it's success, like la la. Let's see. 32%. So another one. Okay. 34%. It's rising quite slowly, but it is rising. Okay. So this is the thing. Now, there is nothing more. There are missions for New Xing. No, not New Xing. There is not much more. The ideal thing would be to have missions that make you go to New Xing to deliver some data, and then you will go here and collect and do some more missions to transport some more data to here again, and this will be done for eternity till you get the rank you desire. But it's quite slow, as you can see. Okay, let's take a look at the map. I found that, which is a very cool location. I call it LP that attack, that's the name, and I put pulsar or cosa rara, which means pulsar or something strange, because it's odd. There is a really interesting star in here. I found more than one of that, but that was the first one that I encountered. We will see. It's still a star. Doesn't look like much right now, but once we arrive there, because I want to go there right now, you will see that that star is special. It's different from everything I found. I also went and to take a look at some black holes again, and yes, they are pretty cool. The only good ones are the big ones, Sagittarius A and some of the ones that's there. But yeah, distortions and all of that. And neutron star too. So I think I found the pulsar. I will now search which that. I have to keep remembering the keys. Okay. Okay.
Resume own navigation. Federal flight control signing off.
Okay. Okay. Time to jump. Now I will search on the internet what a pulsar is, because I think I found the pulsar. You may have found one yourself in this game, because I said I found 2, 3, or 4 of them, but that we'll visit will be the first one that I blah. I'm completely my English broken. Sorry for that. The thing is, we'll now go to the place where I found my first pulsar. I think it is. Let's search pulsar into Wikipedia, and we will see if it is really a pulsar or not. We don't have to worry for getting out of fuel, because as you can see, I am fuel scooping like crazy, and this beast of a ship has a very, very huge tank, and so we can keep jumping and jumping and jumping, and we'll have to do 19 jumps. It's not that much. It will take very little. Right now I will be looking at this pulsar. What's a pulsar? It's a highly magnetized rotation neutron star or white dwarf that emits a beam of electromagnetic radiation. Yes, maybe it's not a pulsar, because pulsars are pretty big. They are very, very big, and they emit so much radiation that if you touch it, you are dead. That's it. So they are big. But those stars are big too, so... And I completely destroyed my way of navigation, because I don't know how these controls yet. Okay. So those are pulsars. Yes. I don't know if this is really a pulsar or not, but it's very, very interesting. Neutron star in this game, we all know they are blue. So it's not strange to see a blue neutron star that it's a pulsar. Pulsars are very, very interesting stars that rotate incredibly fast, and what they do is that they shoot electromagnetic radiation from its poles, and what you see is like two huge light bolts and a little star in the middle, and well, you will see when we arrive there. It's very cool. I really like to go there just for the views, because it's so fantastic. And I also like that system, you'll see, because there is a planet with rings that has a high density extraction source that is quite good for bounties, and you can get quite a lot of money killing people there, so it's quite good. I will be gathering information with my scanner from all those systems, because it's a quite good way to make fast money too. When you travel from here to there, the fast way to do money. Though most of those ones I have already discovered them. I am using night mode because I think it's much easier for you to listen to the sounds than if I put this on full sound, because in this way all the sounds are equal. All the sounds sound the same as loud, and those sounds you hear them very, very, very much, but maybe when you are playing this normally you don't hear them, and it's pretty cool to listen to those sounds. Okay. I think I will have fuel, enough fuel. Wow, it's quite a scary fuel scoping. I mean, it sounds terrifying. I hadn't noticed that before. It sounds... Give me all your energy, star. Something like that. Quite creepy. Jumping, jumping, jumping. That's pretty cool. I don't know, if you listen closely, it really sounds like if somebody is trying to absorb the soul of the star. It's creepy. It's like having, I don't know, an exorcism. You're exorcising the star. Creepy. But cool. Space is quite creepy. Yep. I went to see a movie. I don't know if you saw that. That was called Live. And it's like Alien, but modern and not that scary, and the monster is CGI and not that as good as Alien. But it was quite interesting, and whoa. I mean, dying in space is maybe the worst horrible way of dying, because, and much more when you have a monster that kills you, but there was a moment, I don't want to spoil the movie, but one of the characters dies. Most of them die, and one of them dies in zero gravity, and all the blood goes floating in zero G, and that's one of the most impressive things I've seen in cinema. But maybe there was a movie. Oh yes, I remember the one. Have you ever seen how was this called? I know the name in Spanish because it's the I saw that in Spanish. It was called Horizonte Final, and I will now try to search and find the real name. Horizonte Final. It's called that. It was so terrifying, that movie. I loved it, and I think it's one of the best sci-fi horror movies ever made. The problem is that it was bad. Event Horizon. Yes, they translated as Day 1. And it's a horror movie where a spaceship goes and wants to do an experiment and go faster than the speed of light. And something happens that this ship disappears from the map, and a rescue team, I don't know if they are really rescuers or are just people going through there, they find the ship with everybody in there dead. And what they find is that the ship has been possessed by demons from another dimension or something like that. That's incredibly creepy. And the ship is possessed. It's like possessing all of the people who are dead. There are possessions, and the ship wants to kill everybody who has gone to the ship to rescue the people who are dead now. But for example, there is one of them who goes insane because the ship tells him that he has to go to the how would be that, the pressurization chamber, and has to open the exterior door and has to go and to the space, and it's so terrifying. It's one of the best decompression scenes in movie history, and it's completely realistic. That man dies horribly, and I don't know why I'm telling that, but it's a very cool movie. Event Horizon. There is Sam Neill and the one from The Matrix, the black guy from The Matrix. I don't know how was he called. I don't remember. The one who is appearing now in John Wick 2. John Wick 2. So yeah, pretty good. A horror movie. So scary. Oh, and the ending. Oh, Sam Neill is a very, very good actor. and it's scary as hell in that movie. Pretty good. You have to watch that if you haven't seen that, but be careful. It's very scary. It's very scary. I don't really like horror movies that much, but if it's a movie that it's well done. Now I will go and do a bit of field scoping because I don't want to lose all this travel time because I am out of fuel. So the thing is that what I was going to talk about now? Movies. Yes, horror movies. I don't really like them that much because they are scary and I don't like to be scared. But a movie that is scary and that's a horror movie, it means that's a good horror movie because it's scary. I recently watched The Conjuring 2 and I really loved it. It's what I really enjoy about the Conjuring movies and all that is that they are really well filmed in the way of perspective, horror and narration and all of that. It's very good. It's like it's similar to The Shining with modern touches of horror movies with jump scares and all of that, which I hate, but the cinematography of those movies are pretty good. And I went to see Life, which is supposed to be a science fiction horror movie or something like that, like Alien, and it's not that scary as Alien. It's shit, you know, Alien is much more scarier than that thing, mainly because the design in Alien and the isolation is much more realistic. It feels much more scarier. I don't know. Life happens in the International Space Station, and they of course lose contact with Earth and all of that. But in Alien, it happened millions and millions of kilometers away from Earth. And what was pretty cool is that they weren't astronauts. They were astronauts, but they were simply transporting goods from one place to another. And they found the alien. It was pretty good. Well, they found... okay. Or maybe they were misled by that robot that later became Bilbo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings. So yeah, that's it. It's not horrible because it's interesting, it's a good movie, but if you have seen Alien, you will see that this movie is a bit worse. But it's not bad. What do I have to say? Acting is not over the top. Special effects, well, they're the typical special effects that nowadays all movies have. Computer, yes, not much. Good, well done. And what I have to say is that the first 10-20 minutes of the film are very impressive because they do one of those scenes where the camera never stops recording. And it's so well done. I think that Spielberg does it all the time, but nobody seems to notice it. Is when you are filming and the camera never stops. If you have seen Birdman, you will know what I am talking about. The camera never stops. There must be a cut here and there, but the movie is made in a way that you don't notice that. And the first 10-20 minutes of the film are like that, and they are so well done. The images they show that you are in the space station and all of that. It's really similar to Gravity, because, well, Gravity happens also in the International Space Station. But it's Gravity without Sandra Bullock and without Clint... I was going to say Clint Eastwood, and then I would say, oh, Gravity will be a very good movie, but no. And George Clooney. There is no George Clooney, luckily, in life. And there is an alien that looks like a mucus, yes, like semen. It doesn't look like anything else. It looks horrible in the beginning. Then it looks like some kind of Venomancer of Dota. Yes. Creepy stuff. But it's not scary. If you have seen Alien, it's not scary at all. Alien is much more scarier. Mainly because the alien doesn't show that much. And when it does, you don't see the alien fully. And that reminds me that I have part of the cinema here that says next week, Alien Covenant. Yay. I'm to go to see Alien next week. This week, that's what I do when I'm traveling in this game. I keep doing other things. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I went to see that Monday and I found that pretty good. I laughed a lot. Fast and Furious. Seriously, Fast and Furious again. I only saw Fast and Furious 7. Of all of them. And I fucked it up. I fucked it up again. Because I am stupid. No, don't you jump. Lock and engage. Ta-tan. Okay. I went to see only Fast and Furious 7 when it released because I wanted to see how they managed to make Paul Walker alive again. And I wanted to see how that looked. I haven't seen any of the other ones. I know they are called Fast and Furious Tokyo something. And I don't remember much more. And I remember that it was a very, very odd movie. Surrealistic. Not quite realistic. Surrealistic. It's the real thing. Surrealism, as Dali would say. And yeah. The Mummy. Holy shit, they are doing The Mummy again. You know you have an age when the Mummy is remade. I remember seeing in my old age. I remember seeing the Boris Karloff one, and I really loved it. The Mummy. Then I saw the new one, the one with that actor that now doesn't appear ever again, and I really loved that. It was pretty good. The second one, well, not that good. I remember a time when I was younger that all the movies that were sequels, I thought they were much better than the first ones. Because I thought, well, if they done the first one, the second one, and the third one, the fourth one must be much better because they must have learned all the mistakes that they made from the first ones and they must have fixed them. That's what I always thought. And I think I always thought that because I saw Star Wars and I said, holy shit, episode 4 is so good and episode 1 is so bad. Yes. And I always thought episode 6 was the best one because it was the one which had the higher number. And the same with the Lord of the Rings. Well, the Lord of the Rings is true. The third one is the best one. But the second one is not the best one. The second best one. The best one is the third one, then there is the first, and then there is the second. But they are all fantastically good. So yes. That's the thing. Talking about movies while traveling to... Look at that! Is this a pulsar? I think it's a pulsar. I really think it is. It's pretty cool. Yep. So I found this, and I won't be able to approach this much more. Because if I do, it will explode. But I think this is a pulsar. At least it does look like it. It doesn't rotate. Well, it is rotating, but it's very slowly. As you can see in the image, let me see if I can. No. No. Look at your bottom left corner. You can see a figure moving pretty fast of a star. Okay. That, I think it's a pulsar. And it's very, very cool looking. So, without further ado, let's land somewhere that I know. Because it can be quite... quite disappointing to die when you are here. Okay, so then we have the luck that in here there are some quite good places to bounty hunt. And I have to go here. Larson terminal. Okay. How do I disable this? Okay. Okay, time to go there. And now you will see something. Let's try to approach this beam of electromagnetic radiation. Let's see what happens. Yep, you lose control of your ship momentarily. I don't know why is that, but it happens. Okay. Just that. 36 minutes. That's why this game is good, because you will have to play this a lot to do a very simple thing, like going from A to B. And the problem with that is that now I will have to edit a 37-minute video. Which means I will not edit it. I will simply put it here and there and I will upload it. That will be it. I don't have the time to watch a 37-minute video of me talking like crazy and not understanding a word I am saying. Okay. We're almost there. Why do I say so much Dars? We're almost there. Okay, that's better. We're almost there. And we're going to land on Ozone terminal. Now I will not say any R. Ozone terminal. I can use my scanner while charging. Okay. Now I will have to remember. How do I get out of hyperspace? I don't remember. Let's see. Okay. I'm going terribly fast. I shouldn't be going that fast. No! I will... That happens. Quite usually. Don't worry. It will be fixed in a moment. Okay, we're almost there. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. Four, 3, and yeah, it worked. Fantastic. Time to ask them some things. Have you heard that? Approach landing pad 4-2. Now this machine, this game is intelligent. Great. Okay, landing gear. What was that? This one. Yes. Great. going the opposite way. Okay, that would be better. Let's get a bit more up. 42. And now we will be blinded. Ah, it's so bright. Why is it so bright? My eyes. My bloody eyes. Ah! Well, what's happening is that they are making marijuana. Yes, they do. And it's there, isn't it? I don't see it. 42 yet. So yes, they are doing drugs. They are cultivating drugs, which is better. And they need a lot of light. Okay, we have arrived. It only took me 41 minutes. Oh. Okay, that will be it. Thank you much for watching and for your patience. Bye.